good to finally be back making videos for the Lost Fathers, and today's topic is going to be a short one. And like most YouTube creators, I'm pretty sure that particularly ones like with the nature of this one, for example, and the subjects I talk about, I often think about, sort of the how my own life sort of fits into the whole society narrative, how it's impacting me, the effect it's having in my life, and then of course, conflated with, your personal issues. We all have personal issues, and that's okay. That's just what living life is, and it's nothing. Life is not a dress rehearsal. I've heard that said before. It's a saying, of course. It's it's supposed to be ironic, and it's very true, because it isn't. It truly, truly isn't. And really, with everything that's going on, I've thought about a lot of things. It's a very complex subject, but certainly the politics of now are just off the chart toxic as hell. And when I think about kind of the disconnect that I feel personally, and I know that a lot of you do, and I'd love to hear about that in the comments below. Do you feel sort of disconnected from everything with this weird, of all things, social media, which was its original intent was to connect people through the internet, has created some very strange psychological anomalies in people that the world's never seen before, and we're having to deal with that. And there's certainly no, I'm sure that there's people studying it at this point, but there's no defined psychosis, although I think there's some that we could easily extrapolate using our own brain power. Okay, social isolation, reductionism. For example, your life reduced to posting things on a social media platform such as Facebook and waiting patiently for the likes. Now, there's been a South Park episode ages ago that tackled that, and sort of the absolute weird effect that social media is having on the world in general, on people. When I say the world, we're just talking about people. I've witnessed it myself in multiple countries. It's a sight to behold, and even in myself. There's a particularly good internet video by a gentleman by the name of Sinek. Now, I don't agree with all of Simon Sinek's politics, but he did get some things right. And I will find it and link it in the description box below. Have a look at it and really listen to the whole thing, because what he says is quite accurate. And it's important to realize that, it's good to step away from all this stuff, from technology, from social media, that sort of thing. Because let's face it, it should not be the all-consuming factor in your own life, and that's important. So if you're enjoying the videos I'm showing you now, this is a dog park. Although at the moment there's not too many dogs. It's actually pretty large, and apparently there's also, looks like, I'm thinking a baseball field. Yep, baseball diamond right over there. Very nice. And this is Foothills Library in Arizona, close to, I think we're still in Glendale, Arizona. And it's very nice. They always keep these grounds very pristine. I have to say, most of the neighborhoods here in the Phoenix area, there are some that aren't so great, but most of them are very well kept, and I love that. Which is also something you could apply to your own life, Jordan Peterson basically said, in his 12 Rules for Life, a book that I highly recommend, basically fix your own life before you try to fix the world. And that's something that I'm personally doing, and sharing some of the steps along that journey in the hopes that it will inspire and speak to others. Because at the end of the day, as much of the divisiveness and ugliness you see in the Twitterverse and social media, every day when I come out and I meet normal people, like a young lady I met just a moment ago, walking her two dogs, and I noticed one was a Cocker Spaniel, I didn't know the other one, and struck up a conversation. It was a short but pleasant conversation, like the kind I'd always had back when I was a young man, back in the 80s, back in the 90s. Well, hell, all the way up until now, it still happens. If you haven't noticed, people are a lot more nuanced in person in real life. You know, the meaning of life isn't behind a screen. This thing that I'm using right now is nothing but a tool. It originally was supposed to be a communication tool. So for this video, you know, back into the fray, as it were, I just want to make it a point that I'm going to bring up a lot, because I'm saying it as much to myself as I'm saying it to all of you. Go out and find authentic experiences. And the best usage of the word authentic, real experiences. Get out, make an excuse to go fishing, or whatever you used to do. Do something you haven't done in a long time that you've thought about and keep putting off. Now's the time. We have plenty of things to fix in the world, but the first place it needs to start is our own lives. You know, making our lives more stable, recognizing what our values actually are, maybe redefining them a little bit, maybe kind of asking yourself the question, who am I? What do I actually believe in? What's actually important? Okay, and drill it down to what kind of impacts your life personally, like really your health, your sleeping routine. Do you exercise? Do you have hobbies? Is there something you've always wanted to do? Like I was saying before, well, then start making a move towards making those things a reality. I couldn't think of anything more honest in one's approach to life. Again, just my own personal advice and thoughts for today. But I'm going to end it there and wish you all well. And certainly I'm going to have more videos coming up in the future now that I'm able to, I'm back at a place where I can start uploading them a little bit more regularly, and they'll be coming along quite shortly. Hope you're all well, and we'll see you again next time on The Lost Fathers. Thank you so much for watching The Lost Fathers. You don't have to be a dad to join the channel, as the content is for everyone interested in these types of topics. We'd love to have you as part of the community, so please subscribe here on YouTube and join us on locals.com for direct engagement. Please share with others who might enjoy it as well, as these are important topics. And if you do happen to be a divorced dad or estranged father, I would love to hear from you, as I'm looking to do interviews in the future of fathers and get their real stories. Let the truth be known. In the meantime, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button. It costs nothing and helps grow this channel. Click the like button and the bell notification, along with any feedback in the comments section below. And finally, links for social media, Patreon, and PayPal are in the description box. Have a peaceful and productive day, and we'll see you again.